Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Raskhol speaking, and at the moment we are flying around Dawnport on the Vasten server, the second season that is, and I'm trying to load in as much as possible, which is, well, it's impossible to load all of this. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to load a huge portion of this kingdom. Oh my god, there's more. I haven't been here yet. This all looks so cool. The towers, these gates, I mean, everything is amazing. Last episode, we've left off building a room in Fixxitt's castle. On the outside, you can't tell that it's here. But let's go on the inside. It's gonna be a tricky way of getting inside. Whoa, he's been here. He's done some work, I can tell. It's been a dirt and some trees. I don't know if he's noticed the door suddenly appearing up there. Let's see if we can end the pearl in here. Failed. Let's try again. Yep, did it. Sometimes I go through the door, but sometimes I need to press the button. And yeah, this is where we left off. A cool design for a room. Nothing in here yet. I'm gonna have to place some things, some bits and bobs. But it's cozy. I like this sort of like feature with the skelly heads and the chain. I think it's really nice. And it looks like it's emitting a light. So let's say these are sea lamps. Ceiling lamps. Yeah. I stuttered there for a brief moment. I think that this is the highest point in the city, like this AFK platform. Over there we chop trees, and as you can see there are markers on the ground like orange and red over there, and you can see the vastness of this build. It's huge, and it's not even loaded. My base is not loaded. It's in that direction over there that I'm facing right now. There's a storage system in that direction. It's not loaded in. Fixxitt's castle is not loaded in. It's just these stone gates. So there's a lot more happening. Also, why I've chosen this platform to stand on right now is so you can see that there's a bridge down there below me with the water, and then suddenly there is no more water, it's just green grass. That's because one of the new members is actually working on the river bottom design. Can you see this dirt here? This dirt placement is actually the new bottom to the river. And there you can see the netherrack blocking the old part that actually still has water. It's a tedious task, I might add. It's gonna take a while to work on this. So I was thinking maybe in between episodes I can come here and do a little bit of work, you know, just to help out. You know what else is an enormous task? My base. It's not even half finished, and I'm postponing working on it. Like, I constantly find side projects to work on. I do incorporate them in the actual build, but I'm getting sidetracked constantly. Like, that was a sort of like a sidetracking moment, but I kind of connected it with this build of mine with the base, so it looks nice. It looks nice. Also, I decided to plant a lot of wheat here so I can gather these hay bales a bit quicker. But this is not enough. I'm gonna need 9 stacks minimum. Maybe even more. And this batch here is not gonna be enough. So I've actually started planting more right here. And I've even flattened this area. It looks nice. It looks nice. Planted some trees here. Maybe a windmill to be placed in here. But yeah, I'm slowly gonna spread this wheat field across to somewhere until someone from the server says, okay, Raskhol, that's enough. But up until that point, I'm just gonna be planting more wheat and creating like a wheat farm that's actually going to provide all the necessary wheat supplies for the city, you know, because we did plan on having wheat fields out here and houses, you know, actually like farm areas that do provide food for the place inside. But when it comes to the place inside, I should really start working on the inside of my base. So here's a time lapse of me doing so. Boys and girls, check it out. It's coming along nicely. I quite like how dim it is, but yet again, these lanterns are amazing. They do not provide too much light source, but just enough to get that moody feeling throughout the base, as you can see on the bridge. If I've placed a normal lantern, this place would be glowing, and I mean like it would be too bright, right? But just like this, it's quite enough. It's quite enough. I wanted, from the start of my base, I wanted this middle section. This middle section was in my mind for so long, and I was thinking of how to actually create it. And I wanted to be on different elevations and to have this sort of like a platform that you can walk around, you know, like you are on top of the wall and you can see down, and you can see on this side, you can see all the mine carts and whatever, like being transported, and the little guys like the machi, they're working around this place, they're going up and down, in and out. So these platforms are going to connect this part of the base with this part of the base, also the bottom to the middle level, and we're gonna have another level all the way up there. That's why I didn't work on this section, because it's not yet the time to work on this part of the base. Oh, I'm so good. I need to build this part first, okay? And once I build this, I will know how high I need to go. And then I can create this platform and connect it to the upper area over there. I can see you, Spider. Oh, wow. 10 out of 10. I've hit every single one of them. Also, I've started adding small features to this middle section of the base, and I think that looks really, really cool. Also, I'm going to be adding some chimneys going from the bottom level all the way up above, and they're not going to be really big. They're going to be slim, but they're going to be puffing smoke. And that's also one of the details that I kind of forgot, is to place some smoke down on the bottom. Jesus Christ, you're so loud. Go away, there. Yeah, smoke down there, and smoke right up here. I mean, occasionally, it wouldn't hurt, right? It would add a little bit more character to this place. I love it. Okay, so right now, what I need to do is to come up with a design. Whoa, I forgot for a moment where I was headed. Anyway, I need to come up with a design for the farms that were actually here, and maybe to add few more. So I need a cactus farm, and I need to flower farm, and I need a cocoa bean farm. Yes, those three I had, and maybe a bit more. Who knows, who knows? And also the collection system, maybe to connect them with the hoppers over there. Also, build walls with the roof, just like we have on this building and on the building that we've built previous season. Oh, there's so much work, so many time lapses. Let's not lie, it's been a month since I've uploaded anything on my channel. And I'm sorry because of that. I was just extremely busy. And a lot has happened and I just didn't have enough time to play and record. I did jump on the server here and there, but it was just for a small amount of minutes, like not too much, but I did do a lot around my base. What I am sorry about is that the thing that was supposed to record my footage for the time lapse, you know, it didn't work. It didn't work. I have only a 2-minute clip of me starting to build this thing. So I've talked it in the previous about it in the previous clip, and I said I'm gonna build some farms in here, and I went and I did build them. And it was supposed to be a nice time lapse, but yeah, it never get recorded. Some reason, I don't know why. Also, I've lowered these by 1 block because I think this looks way nicer right now. So a bit has changed. So yeah, the walkway that you saw in the previous time lapse, I extended it a little bit on the inside so I can actually connect it with the farms here. So I'm still working on it, but general idea on where the farms are and where are gonna be, it's here. It's here. So we have a chorus plant here. There's the sugarcane. It grows automatically and is getting picked. It's not really the most efficient one, but for my needs, rockets, it's just fine. It's really fine. It's not too big. It does not lag out the server, which is quite important. And yeah, I quite like it. The one issue that I have, I still haven't connected the walkway on the inside to get me to the second level, so I have to fly still. Yeah, we have a flower farm, the same design that we have on the ground. I just lifted it up, and this is what it looks like right now. And then we have a cocoa bean for brown dye. Yeah, it's not still connected. It should be from this point down. And then we have a cactus farm. Again, the same design that we had previously. It's just being lifted up. The only thing that I did as a visual transformation was to make it hang from these beams going across. So I used chains and iron bars to make it look like it's being supported from these beams, and I think it looks quite nice. All the farms are being supported, so they don't just float in the air, right? What my plan is to get towers built here. Instead of doing like a singular roof that we have here and here, I was thinking of placing maybe 3 to 7 towers on this level, right? And they're gonna be different sizes. So when you look at it from the distance, it look a bit more interesting. When I say towers, that's what I'm thinking, right? But a bit bigger, a bit smaller. Maybe this is the smallest size that I'm gonna be placing here, and they're gonna be leaning against one another. So it's gonna be a whole lot of towers in a small space. The sun is setting and the moon is rising, so I better go sleep so you guys can see what I'm doing. I have a random bench in my in my storage room, and it serves as a bed. I quite like it. Also, I've trapped this guy here. I don't know what to do with him, but for now he is sitting right there. Also, when it comes to hay bales, I did a bit of progress, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough still. I need to harvest and replant these. These horses need a home, and this is where it's gonna be. Right, so let's go outside. I quite like this walkway here. We're gonna extend it on this side, and also we're gonna have the same feature happening in here. So that's a massive project. A lot of iron is gonna be spent right here. I still did not forget about the chimneys, but that's for our future plans, because I need to be bringing this side all the way up and somehow connecting this platform right here that we have on the wall. Yeah, this platform needs to be connected to that wall over there, because I need one more platform, one more walkway on top of this blue wall. So that's gonna be a fun thing to do. What I've been doing all this time while I was not able to record is actually building houses from the medieval times. You know, people complained on the server saying that I'm not really building anything in the style of the medieval, so I said, well, I will. So I did. This is the layout. It's not finished, it's not detailed. I will detail it from time to time. I will come here and place some blocks, but this is a palette that I'm gonna work with, and this is the design that is gonna go around my base. So what do we have here? As you can see, the stone part of this build is actually made for defenses. That's like in front of all the residential houses. And it's plain because it's meant to be damaged and broken, and it's being built by the most cheapest materials, which is actually stone. So you can refurnish it easily. It's not flammable, and you can see it by the roof. And also, occasionally, you would have towers from time to time. So that's one tower. That's another tower right over there. It's peaking slightly. Let's fly. But that's the better way for you to see. Yeah, that's one tower. This is another tower. So these are like points where the generals would be able to see down on the attacking armies, and you would have archers right here, and right here you would have like people fighting, and yeah. This is just so people can leave their horses, carriages, and supplies right down here, but there is no proper entrance to the floor above, because they would retract their ladders. I believe they used ladders to climb on the higher levels. If we come here, a creator called Dreymasmith, I think, she built these houses, and they are these houses came in a later historical timeline. Like this build over here is from 1500s, and I believe that these houses came 100 years later, and they sort of have that same principle, right? So this is a storage area, and it's easily defendable. Like, you can't set it afire, you know, it's not flammable. But the living quarters are up there, but they would retract these steps, so you, as an attacker, wouldn't be able to get to them. So you see, these houses are actually for defenses. Also, this front part is for the defense, but the residential area is here behind. So you will have to come up here in order to get inside of the house. Now, the houses, once again, were made out of simpler material that could be easily repaired. It's not flammable, so I used terracotta. And one more reason why I used terracotta is because, and you will see if you look at it from this angle, there is not much going on when it comes to detail, right? And the scale of this is super small, so I can't really create indents in this to make it good looking. Because the surrounding houses were small in size, and this one has to fit approximate scale, so I'm stuck with this size for this kind of house. This is a 4-story building. It's a residential area on the top 3, and this one is made for storage and for just people going through it while they're attempting to go on the upper levels. And these guys here weren't nobles, but they were wealthier members. They weren't really peasants. So I think that it's suitable for them to be right over here, because I think this area is already like commoners and workers and farmers living in these houses, right? So yeah, more wealthier people like tradesmen, like bakers and people who were economically more stable, they would be living in behind some kind of inner defense system. Yeah, what I wanted to say about the clay in this texture pack is that we can mix it with other blocks and it gets us a different kind of texture. So this is exactly what's happening in this build. I'm gonna put the F3 screen on so you can see on the right side. I'm looking at the diorite block, but as you can see, the diorite is being covered by white terracotta. So that's exactly what I'm going to use on my terracotta buildings. I'm going to be using a variation of andesite, diorite, and granite, or granite, whatever you want to pronounce it, and just give it a bit more texture. Because that's the building style, and I can't do anything about detailing it more than this. I've tried putting some trims and some buttons as support features, but that's about it. That's about it. And when it comes to these walls, I'm going to be using probably stone bricks, because stone bricks can connect with cobblestone and ordinary stone. So yeah, I'm going to be mixing those colors. If you wonder, where do I get all of that iron? Well, we have a savior here on the server, which is this iron farm that you can't really see, but this is the back entrance to it, which is also a huge problem for our server because it's creating a lot of lag. These hoppers, oh my god. It's still flowing in. Yeah, I am the one who empties all of these chests, converts all of that iron into the blocks of iron or the trapdoors that you saw in my base. And just 3 days after that, I come back to the iron farm and it's completely full. All those chests were completely full. And... It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's why I am able to build out of iron. We are here because I want to check the progress on the sewers. It's been a while since I've been here, so... But I think I peeked a little bit and I saw an enormous... Yeah, an enormous project happening here. People have been pitching in. Wow. Wow. Okay. Something is happening behind this. Can I? No, I can't see. Yeah, but people actually came here and extended my design. Just to be clear, I did not come up with the idea of having sewers under the city. I just started doing the first builds under the ground and calling them my own. There was actually a plan on having some kind of filtering system happening in the sewers. So my building just encouraged people to actually come down here and to start working on something. Wow. Well, I haven't seen fishes down here at all so far. This is quite cool. Alright, alright. I can see pickles also there for the light, which is something that I completely forgot about. Yeah, look at this. It goes all the way to here. Oh my gosh. Oh, people are using my design for the bridges and all, which is quite nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think that some parts of the sewers actually connect to the surface, and I think we talked about it in Discord via messages, and there are some ideas on how to connect it, but we still haven't gotten to actually do it. So I'm gonna have to be very, very patient about that part and just see what others think before I start connecting the sewers to the surface. But there are quite a few ideas. Oh, I still have the key on me. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, I forgot. My slippers and my hat. They're inside the ender chest. Be right back. It's okay, I didn't have to go all the way back. There's an ender chest right here. So let's see. I have some garbage on me, don't I? I don't need this. Okay. So let's take our slippers and let's switch it on. And our fancy hat. Wow. Look at that. Oh. So we are the official collectors and we need to behave according to code. Right? We can't go inside of the premises without wearing a proper gear. We don't want to dirty the floor. Yeah, there we go. Mear did such a good job with this locking mechanism with the key and everything. So yeah, here we are. Nothing has been added. Nothing new, just the crafting bench right over there. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have to run around the server and try and find more stuff. I think I even ran across some things that could potentially be placed into that collector's part of this whole build. We have our library for the members only, that we are collecting books across the server that people are writing their tales, instructions and stuff like that, and we are placing it here on the display. So when there is a world download, you guys can download it and come here and check out all the tales in person. I quite like this book cart. It's really cool. But the last thing that I did was these doors, and it was actually something that threw me off, because I was not satisfied with any of the designs that I could come up with for these doors. So I need a wooden door. I need a grand entrance. That right there behind this place is gonna be a main study room where all the important meetings of our secret society are being held at. So maybe you guys can help me out, you know? Go down in the description and you will see the link to my Instagram or Twitter, whatever you use. And if you have any ideas on the door design, do send them to me. You can send me an IG message directly with a picture, the screenshot from in-game, or maybe you can tag me in somebody else's design so I can see, maybe draw an inspiration from. The same thing goes for the Twitter. So do send some suggestions. I really need them. Boys and girls, I was about to record outside of the sewers, but I have to go back in because last night we had a meeting on the server. Like all the people, almost all the people on the server came and we talked. And there are some people online right now. This is not usually what it looks like when I log in. So this is quite new to me. I left my slippers and hat somewhere. I'm gonna have to take a look at. Yes, I did. But, as you can see, I've started preparing the armor stands that then we can have our wardrobe actually on display here, so I don't have to go and search for my boots and hat. I just can come up here and pick up the first one on the, you know, maybe even name them or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to dye them and stuff like that. Let's just take these off. I'm just gonna go commando, naked. Yeah. So what happened? The pressure is real. We are aware that 1.17 is coming out real fast, real soon. Meaning that the season of Vasten 2 will be coming to an end. Not yet. There's quite a long while until we are ready to end the season. But the pressure to complete the city is very, very real. Because I believe that it's been a year now that we've been building here at Dawnport, and this is the biggest city so far on the server. But why did I bring you here? Because during this meeting I actually have acquired some materials around the server. I managed to get 2 more benches, 1 door, and 1 Nautilus shell, and a random skull just being placed somewhere. So let's see. Crafting bench, probably belonging to Fix, let's be real. Swollen Cheek Street was the location where we found it. The second crafting bench we found at the central square. Unknown owner, but probably Juxey, because it was next to his build. And the third crafting table we found just like 10 blocks away. And it's probably belonging to Juxey as well, because it was in front of his build and in quite a close proximity to the second one. The reason why it was there probably because he was lazy to go to the first one, so he crafted a second one. Fourth item is the skull. We found it on the riverbank. Unknown person, dead person, duh. And Nautilus shell, which was found near the storage house fountain, and the owner is llorrdnnight. I didn't take it off the item frame. It was actually floating. I just picked it up. Sixth item is a door, which was found in the Caluss's inn. I went there to get a little bit of inspiration when it comes to building interiors, and there was just a random door floating on the floor, so I just picked them up. So there we go, we have our first display totally filled in with items. Next we're gonna go probably there, or maybe even one of, I mean, there's a lot of shulker boxes. I'm here. There's a lot of shulker boxes lying around the server, just not belonging to anyone, I guess. So one day I'm gonna just go around and collect random shulker boxes left behind that I know that they've been sitting there for more than a month, and I'm just gonna be dragging them down here and placing them on these. Maybe I'm gonna empty them in the storage system first, but I'm gonna be bringing them, whoops, here and just placing them like a decor or some sort. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the episode. I'm gonna be working a little bit off camera, so next time we see each other, I'm gonna have some things to show you. Maybe I'm gonna record some clips for the time lapse. Who knows, you know, but in the meantime, do send me the suggestions about the door behind me, and I'll see you with the results and all the shenanigans in the next episode. Bye bye.